Let's jam.
First of all, let me have this cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Got this mic to my mouth.
Strap it. Strap it good.
Gotta find a reason. Reasons things went wrong.
Reasons that we're here?
Got to find a reason why these big girls are all gone.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of women.
Speaking of.
So I was at work the other day, right?
Yes.
Somehow, as it usually does, the topic came to sex.
Often does.
As it often does. Now, one of the guys that you know,
mm-hmm.
we're not going to say his name on mic, but a guy you know, he was talking about, like, he would fuck a badass 83-year-old chick. To which I balked.
They don't exist.
That's what I said. I said, badass 83-year-olds is a fucking oxymoron.
Yeah, I mean,
you will never in your life be a badass looking 83-year-old woman. It is not possible.
Mm-mm.
At 83, all you have left is a good personality. You might have a badass personality.
If you can remember what a personality is at that point.
Yeah. I was like, and number two, you gotta hope that her fucking pussy still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, that shit's dry as the Sahara. You're gonna need a whole tube of Astroglide. I said, you're gonna fuck an 83-year-old chick. You can't.
That's a weird turn. That's a weird, like, how. Yeah, I must have been talking about, like, okay, these are like bad 50-year-olds, and then you went up to bad 60-year-olds, and then someone had to be the main man at the top of the food chain that says,
no, it started that way.
It started at 80?
Yeah, no, it started at 80.
Oh,
it wasn't even like, what's the cutoff point?
Ramp?
No. It was no pregame show. No pregame show. No kickoff show. No.
It's pretty much you got main event with a 3 count.
That was it.
In the middle of the 3 count.
It's the shortest WrestleMania ever. Grand opening, grand closing, baby.
You turn on, see that logo. 1, 2. Then we got your new champion right here. 83-year-old banger.
Pyro's flying all over the place, and she has a heart attack at the end because of the loud noises mess with her. I was like, no. The cutoff point. So for me,
yes, 71.
Anyone? No.
Okay.
Fuck no. I would. For me, is I'll go. The youngest is 35. The oldest is 50. For me, this one.
Fair enough.
You know, because still a hot ass 50-year-old.
I'm no limits. Dig up that corpse.
Ain't that a bitch? Anyways, greetings, programs. Get your ass in here. Welcome to another week of a much more coherent Geeks From Apt podcast. We are recording from a Part 2 studio somewhere deep in the heart of Rock City, New York. I'm Alan One, your geek with the voice. Sitting across from me is a guy that can say he's never been fired from SNL. It's my brother, Brother C.
It's me. It's Brother C. I'm feeling good, feeling all right. Putting on the armor. Guys, I got my hat and my boots, and I'm ironclad.
You pop rocking out here,
ready to take on the enemies that I see every day. Christ! No, I'm feeling good. We missed a week, so I'm sorry for you guys, but things pop up in life.
Yeah.
And it would have been a really lame show anyway, because I really ain't have much to talk about. Not saying I got a whole lot today, but you hear the energy in my voice, it carries.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, last episode, somebody, I guess on your side, that was listening to the show, said that we sounded very depressed. And to be perfectly honest with you guys out there, we were not. Well, I can't talk for you. No. I do suffer from depression, but that wasn't the case.
No.
Last week,
we were not.
We were fucked up.
Yes.
Holy shit!
It was a lot of slow motion and a lot of repeating.
Yeah.
We were playing Russian roulette with all the chambers full that night, and we were just firing off.
Yeah, I think it was just as bad as Mania Sunday.
I don't think it was that bad.
Well, no, for me it was.
For you?
Because towards the end, I could feel myself starting to fade. And I was like, no, I got to stop this show.
Yeah.
This is as far as we're going to go tonight. Because if we try to do this anymore, I'd have like fell on the floor. I put the mic, just set the mic down.
Oh, the floor.
On the floor. Okay, just do it this way. Give me that in a bucket.
It's gonna turn into the sleepy cast. Hold on.
Yeah, the sleepy cast.
Hold on, I got a blanket here, building a little fort, and got my footy pajamas on, and I'm out.
Yeah. Now, that's not to say that we are not enjoying a nice beverage.
Oh, very nice beverage.
But I promise this show will be much more easier to follow than the show we did last time. Holy Lord.
Yes.
So you're listening to us on YouTube. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Finger pop that bell so you'll be notified when new episodes drop. You can also email me directly at lookingmerciless1@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter at Geeks From Apt 2.
I'm gonna add something to that.
Oh, really?
I can also be reached at Twitter.
Oh.
At Simply Ask. SIMPLYOSK.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
Now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you in on something. So I was like, I know I have a Twitter. I know. So I pulled it up. And that thing must have been hacked or something, or a Chinese Twitter farm got a hold of my account because I was following like 1,000 people.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now, I had this account since 2012, and I never used it.
Yeah.
Right?
So it might not be a bad thing these days.
No, it's not. I mean, once we blow up, there's no history y'all can go back to other than me. Like, I think I was using it for like games and stuff where you get prizes and trying to win free stuff from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Okay.
But so I go in there, and I had to spend at least 2 hours purging every single person that I was following, and most of them were from like Saudi Arabia, so I had like Sanskrit going all over my feed and following like crazy ministers and like Instagram models from Dubai, and then I had some like weird pharmaceutical companies that were on there, so it was really weird seeing like my whole thing just filled, and most of it was just like tame and industry stuff like, hey, we got a new drug coming out, make your toenails cleaner, stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was just, I kind of saved that one for the old Eagle Talon. But it was just a weird experience because I'm like looking at all these tweets that have nothing to do with me and nothing that I would ever follow. And so I cleared that up, making way. So, stuff about the show will be put up there. I'm gonna, just try to get that name out there and start friending people. I know a few workers who do things. I might have a music guy for us.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get with him. Maybe have him do us a theme song.
All right. Yeah.
And with some sick bass licks and whatnot.
Build the brand, man.
Build
this brand.
The brand.
That's
yes.
Right.
Other than that, yes. Let's kick off.
I was gonna say, are you sure that you didn't get drunk one night and just followed like a bunch of Indian chicks on Twitter?
No, because
we do know you like that curry madness.
This was purely, like sheiks and imams, like, come to our church. We, won't, kill you or anything like that. It was like really weird stuff. And I was like, I don't know who got to my account, but we got to purge all of this.
You sure you didn't try to holler at Priya Rai?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a simple no. I did not.
Or Mia Khalifa? No.
No.
Okay.
Though I probably should start adding them. Just be like, yo, you're a geek. You like geek stuff. Like Angela White would probably be one I would add because she does a lot of Reddit stuff and she plays fighting games and stuff like that. So.
And she's got massive huevos.
Yes.
And she does. Yes. I know who Angela White is.
I know you know.
I am a porn addict.
No, not a connoisseur. You're a connoisseur. You hold the computer up to your nose and go. Deep inhale and be
nice,
yes.
Nice. Good body.
Good body.
Oh, man.
I'm sure it has a great mouthfeel.
Yeah. Well, let's start with some shit. We're still trying to think of the name of this bit. Some news.
Bits and baubles.
Stuff and things. So let's start with fucking Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't know, Shane Gillis is a New York comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He got hired as a new cast member of SNL. This new season of SNL is starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
And just mere days later, he got fired.
Booted
from SNL because of some racial comments he made about Asians.
Yes.
Right. When I heard this, first of all, I immediately thought like, oh, they must have saw something he did at least in the Skanks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Or Bonfire, because those shows are very offensive shows. But I guess it was from a podcast that he and his friend did years ago. And then it came back to bite him in the ass, which is bullshit.
Yeah, man, it's like we are at that point where we don't even need precogs anymore. We got super postcogs. This is reverse Minority Report, where you could be a grade A citizen, funny guy, entertainer, but if you said one thing, one slight, 1,000,000 people will unfollow you. And then you become a social pariah, and you lose your SNL job. It's kind of ridiculous, especially when SNL was built on being very edgy.
Yeah.
Extremely edgy. They were the forefront of comedy. Like when you got on SNL, you were flexing.
Yeah.
And they understood that you were bringing a different type of edge to their show, because they had that, I forgot the one skit where it was the uncle and he was pretty much Uncle Oswald.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, girls, take a picture. We're going to play glass bottom boat and stuff like that. That's not a joke that you can say, hey, kids, I got a funny anecdote for you. But now that this future we're going into, where you even say anything in your life and it comes back to bite you in the ass, is ridiculous.
Yeah. I've been a fan of SNL since practically the beginning.
Yeah.
SNL's been on since I was born.
Because you're old.
Because I'm old. Yes. Because I'm old. It's all right. I'll get into something else in a minute.
Yes.
That's
we'll get there.
Related to all this. But my point is that, so I was old enough to know the original cast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. John Belushi used to do a joke where he was a samurai.
Yes.
Right. He played the Asian person.
Yes.
And nobody had to swing their finger about it. You look back at when Carlin was on there, and Pryor was on there. There's a whole fucking skit.
Yep.
With him and Chevy Chaser.
Doing the job interview.
That's
one of my favorite skits.
Yeah. And it's like, you know what? If you try to do that today, it would not fly.
No.
You couldn't do that skit today. No. On SNL, and to your point, it used to be like that was the place that you could be edgy. It's a late night show. It's that show you shouldn't show your kids, even though my parents did.
Yeah.
So if you can't do it there, then where else can you do it at? What, maybe YouTube?
Oh, definitely YouTube.
Definitely YouTube. There's a lot of offensive shit on YouTube. But nobody's sitting there saying, well, I shouldn't say that. But not everybody's saying, like, well, you shouldn't. We got to get these people out of here. I blame millennials for all this. It's really a millennial thing, I feel.
It's a number of things. It'd be easy to blame millennials for this, but it's also just... Okay, I'm agree with you. I blame millennials too. Okay, fuck that. Fuck you, soft pansy ass snowflake motherfuckers.
Y'all almost made me fucking swim up here. He should not have gotten fired for this.
No.
They should have known what they were getting into. It's almost the same as the whole Roseanne situation.
Yes.
It's like, okay, it's not like she's never been in controversy before before they rebooted Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't you take that into consideration when you were doing the show again?
Yeah.
Same thing with Shane Gillis. Like, if you listen to his comedy,
his body of work speaks for itself.
Yeah, like he's edgy.
Yeah.
So if that was a problem, don't ever put him on your show if that's the case.
You know what the thing is that people want safety scissors. That's a good way to put it. They want the idea of someone being edgy, but they also have to be obscenely non-threatening to everybody. So how can you be edgy?
You can't.
Alright, slight digression. And this is really quick. It's like I was perusing Netflix, right? And I saw Chelsea Handler has this show on there where it's pretty much her trying to identify like white privilege and how she benefits from it, and she's speaking.
Yeah, I know you're talking about that show for a while.
I saw the trailer for that and I vomited in my mouth because Chelsea Handler, okay, she's right winger comedian, like Crowder and stuff like that. But the thing is that there's a place for that too. Everybody has a place in the realm of comedy. You don't have to be PC. You don't have to understand black people to tell a black joke. Right. Nor do you have to understand gays or Asians or disabled people to tell any jokes of that color, because guess what? You're in the sphere of comedy. Now, if your joke revolves around openly denigrating people, like dressing up like Hitler and then high-fiving people as you go by and saying, death to the Jews, then yeah, that's kind of, hitting below the belt, sure. I should say. It's comedy, it's just extremely lowbrow. But at the same time, artistic license. You don't have to like it, just don't consume it.
Right.
And that's really all we're about. You don't like it, turn it off. Now, it's hard to do when you have very big names and you have to protect identity that you're cultivating, because SNL has, they have turned the knob way down to like 4 when it comes to
I disagree.
You disagree? Okay.
Because I still watch SNL.
Yes.
I'm still a big fan of SNL. So yes. I watch it religiously. When this new season comes out, of course I'm going to sit down and watch it.
Of course.
And they've done stuff, they've done controversial stuff still. They may not do it as often, but they still do it. I think, like for example,
yes,
the whole Louis C.K. deal.
Yes.
When he was on there, that monologue of his, when he was talking about rape and all that. Some people didn't like it. But I was like, you know what? This is SNL. This is what you should be able to do. Yeah. Because, again, it's a late-night show.
Yes.
This is what happens.
But you
walk in... but you walk in knowing that this
is a thing that can happen.
That could happen. And that's what made SNL, at least in the beginning, so great, is that when you turn it on, it's like, whoa, what are they going to talk about this week?
Exactly.
What are they going to say this week? And, sometimes they may say some shit that you didn't like. Here's the other thing. So now Eddie Murphy, as we know, is going to host SNL sometime. I think it's like December or some shit.
It has to be, because he has his thing coming out. He has to promote.
Sometime soon.
Yes.
So now, are you going to get him the fuck out of here? Because back in the day, he said shit that was just as offensive.
Yes, he did.
He's going to have to apologize for Delirious and Raw?
No.
All the stuff he did on SNL? He shouldn't have to. I'm not saying he should.
No.
He shouldn't have to. Because, first of all, that was the 80s.
Yes.
In the 80s, you could say whatever the fuck you wanted.
Dickory dock.
And people did not care. Guys like Eddie and Sam Kinison and Clay, if they tried to do that shit today, people would have got them the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Not in my club.
Lenny Bruce?
Oh, fuck that.
Lord have mercy if Lenny Bruce was around today. He would have had a fucking career.
No. He'd be doing shows on the corner, I'm stark raving mad guy on the corner of Times Square.
It's like,
that's it.
Like someone once said, you cannot do All in the Family today.
No, you can never.
Or the Jeffersons.
You couldn't do
all that Norman
many
Lear
things.
Shit, like back in the 70s, you couldn't do that shit today. Good Times, you couldn't do that shit today. You couldn't do an episode about beating your kids.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But it was nobody cared.
Not unless they learned a lesson at the end and someone got their comeuppance.
It wouldn't matter.
That's the thing. No, see, it does matter to a degree. Because, like I said, if you were to take, okay, All in the Family, you can X that out. Jeffersons, you can kinda, but what's the other one? All in the Family, Jeffersons,
Maud?
Yeah, you couldn't. You could do that.
There's some things on Maud you couldn't do.
Yeah, there's some things on Maud you couldn't do.
Like when she got an abortion.
See, the thing is that even I think Fresh Prince had an abortion episode, didn't they? Probably,
okay.
But at the same time, it's like public issues like that you can do because they're air quote teachable moments, right? Now, like I said, under the guise of comedy, you don't need a teachable moment. No one needs to learn a lesson. You just need to be fucking entertained.
But even if they did have a lesson at the end, nobody would care about that there was a lesson at the end. They would just care about, somebody got beat on there.
Yeah, that's true.
See what I'm saying?
They would tune out before the lesson came.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. All this to say that, Shane had, he I'll say he did the right thing.
Yeah.
He did apologize, even though I don't think he needed to.
I don't think anybody ever needs to apologize for something.
I'm never going to apologize for anything I say in this fucking show. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not running for office.
Or you can go fuck him. That's on the table too,
I guess. But he did say the right thing. Or it said something, not the right thing, but it said something profound.
Yes.
At the end of the day, he was good enough to be hired for SNL.
Yes.
And they can never take that away from him.
Nope.
There's thousands of comedians, past, present, and future, that will never, ever be able to say that.
Nope.
That they were good enough that Lorne Michaels was like, I want you on my show.
I would now, like, if I were him, I would go Lorne Michaels approved before, and like, I want that on every marquee. Lorne Michaels approved.
Yeah, and the weird thing is that they actually hired their first Asian comedian for that show, for SNL.
Yeah.
So my thing would have been like, you know what? Instead of firing him, you could have spun this into a skit.
It would have been a really hot take skit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is this, like I said, it's such a knee-jerk reaction.
That's what they would have done back in the day, though.
Yeah.
They would have just been like when Pete Davidson made fun of that Republican because with the one eye.
Yeah.
What did they do next week? They had him on the show and they made a skit about it.
Yeah.
Just do that. You don't get people out of here. Let me tell you something. This whole cancel culture that we're in right now, I think it's just from a lot of people who are miserable in their own lives.
No.
That looks at other people and says, but look what he has. But he said, but he said this back in the day, so let's get him the fuck out of here.
I think it's even dumber than that. I think you are attributing malice to what is essentially stupidity. People like to stir the pot, especially when it's not them on the line. Like it's the whole idea of like Kevin Hart, the whole deal with him, right? Kevin Hart hurt nobody. He hurt nobody. People like to be mad. They like to be a part of a mob. They like the feeling of being a part of something that is taking someone who is bigger than them down. And that's it. It's sheer mob idiocy where it's like, oh, he's a big name. Let's take him down a peg. We'll show him. And then, yeah, guess what? Now he's not on SNL. They're just going to move the piranha pool is going to move to the next thing that pisses them off. And it's irrelevant whether or not it's, the degree of, killing somebody and then, parading around with their corpse festoon on your head, or you told a very dirty knock-knock joke, It doesn't matter. They all share the same degree in the eyes of these people who just like being a part of a witch mob.
Nah, man. Nah. I think we're just a miserable fucking race right now. We're just a
miserable lot in a pot?
Yeah, we're just miserable. We're just miserable because we ain't got what the next person's got. We just are, man.
See,
we're just miserable and sad.
But I think
depressed.
The thing about it is that I don't think that's the case. Like I said, I think it's more of people enjoy being embroiled in controversy and having their 2 cents and being a part of that thing. It's very stupid because let's say you become a senator. Someone's gonna dig in your past and say, "Hey, he had this podcast where he said this, and this. He's not worthy." You could have all the credentials. You could have had the $1 billion Allen One Foundation to help homeless people who can't read get jobs, and you build a factory and make a workforce. But guess what? You said these horrible, mean things before, and they were under the guise of jest, but you said them. And that's the thing. People like to. It's the crab analogy. You getting out of here, I'm gonna pull you right back into this bucket.
Okay, that's different though. If you're running for office, you're in a position of power and responsibility.
You gotta understand, to these people, anything above their station is power.
No, that to me that's different. Okay, should Brett Kavanaugh get the fuck out of here? Sure, because you're on the fucking Supreme Court. You're in a position of responsibility. Not so much power, but responsibility. Shane Gillis, on the other hand, is a goddamn comedian. He's a goddamn entertainer. That's his job.
Yeah,
it's his job to sit here and tell you things and poke fun of things that you may not like. That's his job.
Yes,
that's entirely fucking different to me.
But
if I'm running for office, yeah. Get me the fuck out of here because I said some bullshit.
No. See, the thing is this.
If I said some bullshit. But if I'm a fucking comedian, fuck off. Fuck off because you didn't like my fucking set. You didn't like it? Great. Don't watch my specials. Don't fucking watch SNL. Don't come to the fucking club when I'm fucking working. Period. If you don't like my shit, that's one thing.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here and I'm like running for Congress, I'm in a position where I'm in control of people's fates out here. That's mad different to me than what's going on with Shane Gillis or anybody else for that matter.
I would put it this way. If it came out, Barack Obama made some off-color joke on like the Joe Rogan podcast.
Sure.
I'd be like, fuck it. Let's say
now or when he was president?
When he was president. I would not have cared because it's in an arena where jokes are acceptable. You can't say that he framed this joke with the malice of I hate Asians. It's okay. Let me put it this way. If your history denotes that these type of feelings have a deeper root where you could possibly, you're making these jokes out of malice and to be spiteful and this, that, and the third, then yeah, okay. But you have to have a track record of that.
Yeah.
No one's looking at anybody's track record. They're looking at a blip, a second in someone's life where they say something and they're taking it and making it the stamp that defines them.
Yeah, and we've all been there.
Yeah.
Every one of us has been there at some point. At the same time, I say we in the broadest of terms because I didn't vote for him, but we voted for fucking Trump, and Trump said some real bullshit.
He's still saying some real bullshit.
So you can't have it both ways. You can't sit here and say, well, that was cool. Trump's cool. He speaks his mind, and he tells it like it is.
But the thing is...
then be mad if somebody else was doing the exact same thing and saying, get the fuck out of here.
Yes, but like I said, this is why I say the track record matters. Trump has a track record that's not stellar. Okay, that's just... I'm putting it very plain-like because we're not... This is a whole can of worms that we're not going to open. But let's just say this. He has a track record that's not stellar, and he continues to say stuff in a seat of power. That's, as you would say, is very different from Gillis, who is an entertainer.
Right.
Because Trump doesn't do this to entertain. He believes this stuff. Wholeheartedly, I would definitely presume that this is things he tweets is stuff that he believes. It's off the dome. It's definitely freestyle hip-hop with him. Shane, he crafted a joke. Mm-hmm. This joke was made with the intent to entertain. Did it fall flat on some ears? Yeah, but I'm sure he entertained a lot of his audience. So that's all I'm saying is that if you look at his track record, these things aren't just off the cuff comments. They are crafted jokes. They are formulated and tested. That's really all I'm going on with that one.
People, don't be a fucking hypocrite. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Some of y'all being hypocrites.
Don't be a fucking soy boy.
Nah, don't be that. Don't be a softie. That's garbage.
That's lame.
Anyways, that's all we really need to say about all that.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, we spent 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes talking about
Look,
this shit.
Sometimes you get insight while you are listening to the geeks.
Yeah, sometimes.
But other times you get fart jokes and dick jokes and
dad jokes
and dad jokes.
Speaking of another controversial show.
Yes.
I know you don't really watch South Park these days.
No, I haven't watched South Park in a while.
Well, guess what?
What?
South Park has been renewed till 2022.
Yay. I'm glad for them.
Is it?
Yeah. You know why? Because, okay, so South Park does what The Simpsons did before they got really kind of lazy, where they have stories and every now and again they got topical, right? Simpsons just went 100%, everything is going to be topical and PC and this and the third. And that kind of got tired. But the thing is that it's always relevant to somebody at that given point in time. It may not be relevant to us anymore, but someone's watching South Park that's years younger than us and is like, that's pretty fucking cool.
Is it though? Because even Thundercats don't talk about South Park. I don't ever hear people say, "Hey, did you watch that? You watch that episode of South Park last night?"
Because it's
one of those shows that I'm surprised is still on. Just like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I'm surprised The Simpsons is still on after all this time. Because there was a time, just like South Park, was like, "Oh, did you see that episode of Simpsons last night?" When's the last time you heard that? When's the last time you heard, like, "Oh, did you check out the Treehouse of Terror last night?"
At the same time, when's the last time you heard of anybody really watching network television outside of, like, football? Like, people pretty much watch network television for sports events.
All right, but that's my point, though.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a show that I'm surprised is still on. Think about all the shows that were very topical and people are very popular. Yeah. And the whole time that South Park's been on, it ain't on no more. Somehow South Park is still on.
Yeah.
For another 3 years.
They're entertaining somebody, so it may not be us, but they're entertaining somebody.
I guess.
I mean, guess so. At the same time, when's the last time you seen a knockoff Simpson shirt?
When was the last time you saw a knockoff South Park shirt? There was a time when I saw, like, so many people with fucking Kenny shirts on.
Yeah, Kenny shirts and Cartman hoodies.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm just surprised it's still on. When I saw the news about it, I was like, wow. Oh, getting back to Shane Gillis for a second.
Yes.
When I saw this, I saw a clip. It was Good Morning America.
Uh-huh.
And they showed Chris Connolly. You know who Chris Connolly is?
Yes.
Boy, did he get old. And I felt so old.
You felt old, didn't you?
I was like, holy shit. What is going on with Chris Connolly? Like, this dude MTV News. I was like, oh, man. He's getting old. I was like, oh, God.
That's like someone wheeling out Kurt Loder.
Yeah, Kurt Loder, yeah. Didn't he die?
Did he?
I think Loder died, didn't he? I gotta look this up. Look this up right now. Because I could have swore Kurt Loder died.
That would make the joke even better, because then they wheel him out and he's like Skeletor.
Oh, wow.
Ain't time for MTV News from the cool side. Ooh.
Oh, go fuck yourself. This happens all the fucking time, my fucking shit.
In any event.
No, it's like, I can't get on certain things because my connection's not private. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But
uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't.
Sharing with the building.
Probably. I gotta fucking figure that part out.
No biggie.
But in any event, fuck all that. What else can I tell you? What other tidbits of information could I tell you? Fuck. Okay, so Three from Hell.
Yes.
We know when it's coming out now.
Do we?
Comes out next month.
What?
Yeah. On Blu-ray.
What?
Yeah.
Straight to Blu-ray?
Well, the thing is that it's going to come out as a special 3-night event. What are you looking for?
My phone.
Your phone's behind you.
Aha! Go ahead, continue.
It's coming out in a special 3-night event. So like the first night, they're going to show House of a Thousand Corpses, which if you ain't seen it,
you can better.
Skip. No, you can skip. You can skip that.
House of a Thousand Corpses is a fine movie.
No, it's not. That movie sucks. And running gag time, my ex saw that in the theater, and she said she was freaked out by it. And then I saw it later on when it dropped on DVD, and I was like, "You was freaked out by this bullshit? That movie sucked." So in my mind, you can skip House of a Thousand Corpses. However, the next night is Devil's Rejects, and you should definitely see that one.
Fantastic.
As a matter of fact, I think you can see Devil's Rejects without seeing House of a Thousand Corpses.
That movie does stand on its own.
Yeah. And besides, they're going to tell you all you need to know in the first 5 minutes.
Slight digression, Kurt Loder is still alive.
Is he?
He is 74.
God damn. Are you serious?
Yes.
God damn.
Yes, he is.
That means he was about my age when he was doing MTV News.
Yes, he was.
That a bitch. And then the next night is going to be 3 from Hell. And then it drops on Blu-ray.
That's cool.
So, I guess, we'll just see when it hits Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, yeah. Can't wait.
But at the same time, it's like, wow, this movie is so, like, at least for people like me and you, it's very highly anticipated.
Very.
So the fact that it's not really going to have a long run in the theater is like, how bad is this movie then?
No, you know what? That's like, I'm not gonna say it's up there with like Cannibal Holocaust or anything like that, but I can understand. Horror is a hard movie genre to sell. So if you have a long release, you're probably not going to make that much money in the theaters. You're not going to make gangbusters.
No, well, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to the horror flicks in a second there. But yeah, it's coming out sometime in October on Blu-ray.
Yay!
So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it.
Are you going to do a movie a day for 30 Days of Horror?
No.
No?
No.
You don't do that?
No. In October?
Yes.
No.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, I don't do that.
I try. Sometimes I got to double up in a day.
I've never done 30 Days of Horror.
Oh, man.
Because I got to pick 30 fucking movies and 30 fucking horror movies.
Maybe we should do Winter of Sick.
The Fall of Sick?
Fall of Sick.
Where he says, see, that's not going to be easier for us to do because before we got these mics, we could have probably done that. With these mics now,
we got to do it on the day that we see each other off mic.
Like a Thursday?
Yeah.
All right, but you really going to come to my house and do this?
You can come to my house and we can do this.
Okay, in front of your kids?
They'll be in bed.
But the kids are going to sit here and watch some bullshit.
We'll watch some.
Okay, but even if we did that, what 30 movies are we going to see? First of all, we can't watch 30 movies.
I will pick the movies.
Oh boy.
We will start.
We tried this last time.
We will start with clowns.
Fuck that! I'm not watching that bullshit.
30 days of the bullshit.
Nah. I mean, if I was going to do 30 days of horror, I'm picking 30 of the best. 30 of the best horror.
Okay, let's do this. We'll watch one a week. Right, and then we'll come back to the podcast and we'll talk about whichever one you watched.
Okay. Well, it's got to be. We
don't have to do it together. You can just watch one horror movie that you want to talk about.
It'd be a lot of revisits.
Yeah, who cares? The programs don't know.
With some new ones.
Yeah, rewatch Crawl. You get a reason to rewatch Crawl.
Oh, we're definitely doing that. You definitely come to my house, and we're definitely watching Crawl because you ain't seen that yet. And you need to see that. You need to see Crawl.
And I can sit down and also watch. Well, you know what it all culminates to.
We
gotta have a very Serbian like.
Oh well, you know what? It'll be the 9th anniversary next month.
It will be.
Of that movie,
yes,
yeah. So I guess, but yeah, I mean, if for me, and the other problem is that Netflix doesn't really have a lot of classics.
No, it's okay.
Clearly, one of them has to be Poltergeist.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
Another one has to be like The Thing.
Yes.
The Shining.
The Shining.
The Shining.
Maybe Dr. Sleep. Will that be up?
No, that's November.
No,
that's November when it comes out. Definitely Devil's Rejects.
Okay. So we got a body of work to work with.
A couple other ones. I really had to sit down and think
about that. You
work
on the A sides. This is what we'll do. We'll do
I work at the
I'll do the B side.
Bullshit B side.
Yep.
Like what's that one movie? What was that B's house or DK's house? I'm sorry. What's that one movie like that? The House of Evil. House of Evil. We saw something else.
It was like House of Good and Evil.
And we saw something. We saw some of the bullshit movies.
And it was the one with the boy.
Oh, what was it called? Not it was something else.
We also watched that one where it's like, get out of here, ghost.
I'm not watching that bullshit.
I did already. So
I'm not watching that bullshit. But yeah, I guess the Halloween's Halloween. I don't even know what I'm gonna do Halloween.
I know what I'm gonna do for Halloween. I can't fucking wait.
What's that?
I'm gonna be a luchador.
Are you?
The one.
I am hoping to get a new luchador mask. Sometime next month, but it's coming from Mexico, so I don't know if it's gonna get here.
I'm trying
before. So I hope to get two, just in case that one doesn't come. Then I'm gonna get this other one, and that'll be the Halloween mask. But then fine, we can do that. But then so we're just gonna sit at your house and it's fucking mask. No, we gotta be out, man.
No, so
we gotta be out and about.
I have a plan, and I got one of the set to the kids to be in on this plan. So I'm gonna be, of course, the winged serpent himself, Quetzal, right?
Okay.
So I want to get my kids to be a tag team, and they will wear the one will wear the tiger mask, and the other one will I'll get them a mask, and they can be a tag team, and they will cut a really cheesy promo about how they're gonna beat this serpent at the candy clash or whatever Halloween event they want to call it, and like, I'm gonna punch him in the dick. And I'm gonna
you're really gonna tell your kid? You're gonna tell your kid? I want you to say you want to punch him in the dick.
I won't let them say that, but just I mean, if
you really turn a corner on it.
If we're cutting a promo, and I'd be like, okay, say I'm gonna punch him in the dick. I would let them say that for cutting a funny ass promo.
I guess.
But
But then so that's cool. But when the kids are away, then what the fuck are we gonna fucking do?
Oh, we go out in our luchador mask and fucking cut promos at bars and drink.
We gotta get DK on this one.
Yeah.
Let's see what DK's doing on Halloween.
Shit, get him a mask too.
Because you can just use online.
Yeah, like I said, I got
like 8 goddamn luchador.
We got the Coliseum of mask over here of all the fallen warriors. I need to get.
I like the Afro Samurai of fucking luchador mask. I killed 8 luchadors and took their mask. Now I'm number 1.
You want to get this mask, Quetzal? You gotta beat me. I'm number 1.
Oh yeah, he did. DK did have one of the best costumes when he was that one year. He was the Kanye West Glory Hole.
Yes, he was the Kanye West Glory Hole.
That was
that was very memorable. But so, I will get.
I'll talk to him.
I already got the vision for the costume. I gotta find a mask with snakes or a snake print one. And my head is too big for that. My head's too big for all your masks. But I need to get a feather boa. I need to get a cape made.
No, I can get you I can show you some fucking sites.
Yes. You do that for me, and then I gotta get like snakeskin gloves. And
Lord, man.
I already got the knee pads from weightlifting, so I'm gonna wear those and some boots.
Oh man.
And maybe if I can. I will go out in like a singlet or a...
Oh, man, you gotta hope it's not cold that day, man. You know how it gets in October around here.
Yeah.
In the Rock.
Either that or one of those, the short wrestling... The wrestling...
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're gonna try to walk out here like Big E?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Man.
With a snake mask, feather boa, and feather gloves. I am the winged serpent.
You pull this off, That would be our thumbnail for this fucking
that
podcast
will,
for the rest of time.
At the time, and me doing the Quetzal lock.
Oh, Jesus Lord, no. I had different plans. It ain't that.
You're like, I was going to be the Punisher.
No, I already did that.
Or Shaft. Not a luchador.
No, I have a different, no, I have a much different plan.
Oh, really? Okay, inform me. What is this plan you have?
I saw a site that had a Green Bay Packers mask.
Okay.
Like a luchador mask.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna wear that, my fucking army jacket with the fucking my fucking jersey on under it, and that was it.
I think
was it.
We can go.
Nope.
As a luchador team, me, you, and DK.
That's fine. You know, it would really been cool. We had fucking belts. Too bad they're like $8,000 fucking dollars. And even the fucking sale that they had, the WWE had a sale with 40% off these fucking championship belts, and they were still expensive. I was like, fuck off, WWE.
Look, we can get
toy belts.
We can get toy belts.
We get like toy belts and shit. Like little kitty belts.
You think? Yo, we can get kitty belts and walk around with a rock'em sock'em ring and we challenge people.
I ain't challenge nobody for my belt, man.
Not for the belt. Just challenge them for like bragging rights. Look,
I guess.
You gotta understand.
This is all. Let me say, this is all still in the gestation phase.
Halloween is my favorite holiday. If I could get goat legs, I'd be a goat luchador.
Well, so it happens on Halloween and shit.
We will see.
We shall see.
When does Halloween fall on? Let me see. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. What day does it fall on?
What day does it fall on?
First of all.
Continue.
But, no, I was going to ask if you, what bullshit did you have time for this week?
The bullshit I had time for this week, it's weird. I've been watching a lot of footage from Tokyo Game Show that happened recently.
That's a Thursday.
Huh?
It's Thursday.
It's a Thursday? I'm off that day. Excellent.
Well, yeah.
Which means I'll have to take Friday and Saturday off.
Damn. For what, nigga?
Back to back, motherfucker.
What do you think's gonna happen on fucking Halloween that you need 2 days off?
You never know.
Alright. So you get paid for that shit. I don't. Fuck that shit.
Yes.
So I'm not taking no days off. I gotta go in there, no matter what happens. Hangover.
Half a mask glued to your face.
Yup, I gotta still go to work. You're like, nah, man, this is what happened. Anyways, go ahead.
What did I say? Yeah, I'm kind of in the boat you're in, where a lot of shit just ain't interesting to me. And it's like, okay, Final Fantasy Remake, yay! Whatever. There's a project, like a new Resident Evil project, where it kind of plays out like... Remember that multiplayer one that they had? Where you had to pick, like, one of 4 people?
Survivor?
Yes, I believe it was Survivor. And the thing is that it kind of plays out like Dead by Daylight? Where one person...
I know exactly what you're talking about.
One person is playing as the, like, zombie master, where they're, like, dropping liquors and stuff like that. And the other 4 people...
it's fucking,
It's kind of like Operation Raccoon City.
Or Left 4 Dead.
Or, yes, it's a combination of that. So, I was like, I saw that, it looked stupid, I'm like, fuck it. Only real thing that I'm looking forward to is more information on a new Guilty Gear that's supposed to be coming out in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken stuff that's been happening. They had an update. Reading wise, I haven't really found anything new. Did run into somebody at the job that's an avid comic book fan, so I started chatting them up, just gauging how they see things, but so far, it's weird, because this dude reminds me of Frank Castle from the Punisher TV show. It's like, he looks like him. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah. I gotta ask you, Tom Berthold.
Yes, he looks kind of like him.
I need to know his name off mic, because I might know him.
Oh.
I might know him.
I don't know the guy's name.
He's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican?
No, he's not Puerto Rican.
Nah, I probably don't know that.
Okay.
Anyways.
But yeah, he looked like him. He's just sitting down reading Thor. I was like, okay. I see anybody reading a comic book, I gotta, ask him, man, what you reading? He's like, oh man, I'm going through this run of Thor. And he's like, whips out his his duffel bag, and he's like, yeah, I'm also going through Batman Metal, and
Batman Metal is dope.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah. I get it. I was like, yeah, Batman Metal. You're on your P's and Q's. I'm not even a DC fan, and I know Batman Metal. And he's like, yeah, I'm reading House of X and Powers of X. I was like, okay. Really? I was like, okay. We can sit here and have a chit chat.
Well, you can't have a chit chat with me because I tried to read it. I read a few issues. I'm just gonna wait until it gets collected and then read it that way.
So I put them on to money saving ventures just to ease up that wallet, because I mean you got a duffel bag full of comics. I'm like, and they're all recent.
Well, now you don't know what his life is like.
Yeah, look.
Is he married?
Huh?
Does he have kids?
I don't know. See, that's the thing though.
That's probably why you can afford all that shit.
But the thing is this: even though you can afford it, if there's a free way to get it, maybe you should entertain that.
Sure, maybe. Or maybe he's more like me,
that likes to collect.
That likes to collect.
And the thing is
have that physical thing in their hands.
And the thing is this.
I get it, because you converted me over to a goddamn tablet, and that's how I've been reading them primarily for the most part.
But the thing about it is this:
I'll still get collected issues of shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always about just saving a little bit. If you like having a collector's item and something that you have on your wall, and you can say, look, I got every issues, and the spine makes a mural where when you line up all the issues together.
Oh yeah, like Sin City.
Yeah.
You do it that way, yeah.
Yeah, like if you're the type of collector that likes to have that up there and have a library that's not a tinderbox, then yeah, nice.
like my apartment.
Yes.
You always say that.
All the time.
Goddamn tinderbox.
All the time in the world.
Have a fucking fire breaks out. This place the first one to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be like one of those Acme matches where it just goes. And you just see blinking eyes. Like,
when people come to the house, they know that they're not dealing with a dumbass. They're dealing with somebody who's
just a smart ass.
Who's a smart ass.
Yes.
Just smart ass, weird motherfucker.
Yes.
And that's that. I totally missed the open beta for Modern Warfare.
So did I. Oh my god.
It's funny because I saw it.
And I was like,
still didn't care.
I was like, I don't care. I asked somebody. I asked one of my coworkers who played it. He's like, yeah, I've been on that open beta. I was like, how was it? He's like, it's alright. He's like, it feels like Ghost.
That might be a bad thing.
I was like, I think that was the one I skipped.
No, you didn't skip Ghost.
Did I have Ghost?
Yeah, we had Ghost. Ghost is the first game where you can slide in it. And it had the dogs.
Yeah, chomps!
Yeah, it had chomps in that shit. No, we played the shit out of Ghost.
It was like it felt like Ghost.
Begrudgingly. Yeah. Sometimes. Because all those maps worked. But we did play it. Fuck out of here. Yeah, anything else?
No, not really. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to watch next, like on Netflix. I started watching a plethora of horror movies. Like, one was called American Hangman, and I was just like, this is like weak-ass torture porn. And the thing about it is that it's like, I can just watch Jigsaw for that or something else that I haven't seen that has a bigger name. But I know I'm going to be going to Netflix for my B-grade horror movies, for the B-sides.
Or you just go to Shudder.
Try Shudder. I was thinking about trying out Shudder.
You can get it for free for 30 days. Well, maybe you should do that.
Just try out Shudder.
Try Shudder in October. See what's on that shit.
See what's on Shudder.
Yeah. Well, since you don't have anything, let me have the
take a crack at the back.
And I did see a horror movie this past week.
What did you see?
It Chapter 2.
Finally
got around to seeing that shit. So
how did Pennywise feel?
All right. Well, if you don't know, the brief synopsis for people that didn't see part one or didn't read the book. Chapter 1 was about these kids called the Losers Club. They are terrorized with this clown by the name of Pennywise, and they stop it, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they said, if Pennywise ever comes back, we're going to get back together and we're going to stop this thing. Which when you really think about it, that's just lazy on their part. You should have killed it the first time. If my mom was around, she'd be like, they half-assed that shit.
We're gonna really fuck this thing up, and if it comes back, we're gonna get together and fuck it up again.
Fuck it up again, right? So, of course, chapter 2,
he comes back.
27 years later, Pennywise comes back. So now, the Losers Club, as full-grown adults, come back together to stop this evil clown once and for all, right?
Yes.
So let me get to the good things about this movie.
They have to have sex with that chick in order to...
Well, in the book they do. Not in the movies.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Listen, they can remake this movie again another 20 fucking years.
Yeah, they still
when I'm old and gray, and I'll be like, they're fucking remaking it again, and you will not see that scene. There's no way that you're ever going to see that scene where, you know how they get together and stop Pennywise? They all gang rape fucking Beverly.
And become adults.
Yeah, right.
That's the only way to become an adult, guys.
And there's a scene where, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, let's talk about the good things. The cast is cool for the most part.
Yes.
You know who plays Mike, the black dude?
Who?
His name is Isaiah Mustafa. You know who he is?
No.
The Old Spice dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's in this movie. And you would not recognize him. Because I didn't recognize him until I started listening and watching reviews of it, chapter 2, and people was like, yeah, that's the Old Spice. I was like, word? I guess I didn't recognize him with a shirt on.
A shirt on and not wearing an ascot or riding a unicorn.
You know what I mean? But he plays Mike in this one. He's a guy that gets everybody back together.
Yes.
He basically plays Tim Reed's part in the TV movie.
Yes.
Right? Jessica Chastain is in this movie as well.
Uh-huh.
And she, in my mind, does not look anything like the girl that was in the first one.
Yeah.
It was like, man, Beverly had a rough time in these 27 years, if that's the case.
Yes.
Somebody actually suggested that maybe Amy Adams should have played her. You know who Amy Adams is?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Yeah. She should have played her. That would have made more sense to me.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have made more sense. Not to say that Jessica Chastain was bad in this, because she wasn't.
It just didn't make sense.
Fit. Yeah. But the one person that everybody agrees on is the best part of this movie is Bill Hader. Plays Richie.
Okay.
And he is really good. Again, ironically, he was part of SNL at one point. And that's how I know him primarily from is SNL. Yeah. Well, he was mad funny in that, in his time in SNL. So I didn't see him in more serious shit like Barry, for example.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. The only other thing I ever saw him in was Trainwreck, which is just okay. I don't even remember him in it, but he was really good in this.
Okay.
He was really good in this. And of course, Bill Skarsgård. Skarsgård as Pennywise is good. He's good, but it's bad, and I'm gonna get to the bad about it in a minute. Let's get to the bad. First of all, this movie is way too fucking long.
How long is it? 3 hours?
It's almost 3 hours. A horror movie should never be 3 hours.
No.
Just like WrestleMania should not be 8 hours long.
No, it shouldn't be a work day and a horror movie. Because that's a lot of attention that you're taking away for suspense. It's like, it's either going to be jump scare for 3 hours, or it's going to be slow burn.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. Whereas, like, they get terrorized. These adults get terrorized so many times. You just kill them. Yeah. They're right there. Kill them. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole the first half of this movie, like the first part of it, is great when they get back together. Yes. Then you get a bloated second half where it's like Endgame, where they're all split up and they have their own little missions that they have to do, because they have in the movie they had to find their own artifacts because they don't remember what happened. Which I'm like, how the fuck do you not remember what happened? If I got terrorized by a clown as a goddamn kid, I'm definitely going to remember this shit, right?
No amount of therapy or drugs will drown that out.
Yeah, and that's the problem. The other problem is is that Pennywise is barely in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's there, right? But it's more about
menacing background.
No, it's more about his fucking manifestations. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the first one, like he's this monster. Now he's this monster. Now he's this monster.
He's a giant spider. Now he's a
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that. It's a lot of that. There's a scene where he's like a giant Paul Bunyan trying to kill this motherfucker and shit in broad daylight.
Yeah.
You're just like, what? You know what I mean? I was like, huh? Here's the other thing, and I can't believe nobody else caught this besides me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene in this movie that they can call it an homage. I say they bit it. They bit an entire scene from The Thing, the 82 version of The Thing.
What scene?
There's a scene as well. I'm going to spoil it for people out here.
Well, loose spoiler.
It's a loose spoiler.
Okay.
There's a scene where there's a head that there's a head that's on the ground, and it turns into a fucking spider head.
Okay.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's from The Thing. So I was like, gotta be fucking kidding. Because that's what the dude says in the fucking in the movie.
And they say that in the movie.
And somebody says the exact same thing, and it shouts, like, gotta be fucking kidding. I was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? There's another scene that totally rips off The Shining.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, what? And Stephen King does make a cameo in this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just, I put this up there with
Kill Bill Volume 2. I knew it!
Kill Bill Volume 2. And The Infinity Saga.
Because bookends tend to suck.
They just do sometimes.
But the thing is, you gotta understand that bookends.
Not that it sucked. Not that it sucked.
Yes.
It's just that I like the first half.
Yeah, better.
More than the second half.
As you tend to do with a lot of movies.
It's like Kill Bill Volume 2, there's some good parts to it.
Yes.
But it's not as good as Volume 1. Endgame, there's some great parts in it, and there's some important things that happen in this movie.
Yes.
Going forward. But it wasn't as good as Infinity War.
No.
And It Chapter 2...
The same way.
It's the same fucking... same fucking deal. Where it's like, man, Part 1 was so good. I want to know how this ends. It was built up.
I think you should never watch a sequel. Ever again.
I can't watch Bad Boys for Life?
No, let me rephrase that. I don't think you should ever watch the conclusion of a thing. Ever.
No, because there's been some things that kind of worked, I guess, like Deathly Hallows. But then again, I read the book, so I already knew going in was going to happen.
Yeah. So, but that's okay.
And the same thing with here with it. I know how it ends. I think the ending was okay. You know what I mean? Like, it does have a good conclusion.
Yes.
That being said, is this a theater movie or a bootleg movie? I say it's a bootleg movie.
Of course you would.
It's a bootleg movie. I don't want to say it's bad
because it's a bookend.
I don't want to say it's bad. I just think that you don't have to go to the theater to see this. Don't run to the theater to see this. Wait till it comes out on digital platforms or Blu-ray. Sit on the couch.
Listen up programs.
Get you what?
Listen up programs. You can take this what it is, or you can take it from my spectrum.
What?
Never finish anything. You'll never be disappointed at an end if you never get there.
Oh, okay.
Read half of those books, children. You don't need to know what happens at the end of Kill a Mockingbird.
That's your one to grow on?
Yes.
Doom, 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 doom.
You can never be disappointed if you never finish.
Okay. Don't listen to him.
Same rules as in bed.
Never finish?
Never finish.
Well, see, you should have took your own goddamn advice. You wouldn't have kids. Ha ha. Oh, no. What I was going to say before that happened was that sit on the couch, get yourself some libations, some legal libations these days. By the time that comes out, at least here in the Rock, we'd be legal.
Yes.
Sit there, get you a nice beverage, a nice bowl, and sit here for 3 hours and watch this movie.
And
then there are some good things. I do think that some of the monsters were pretty cool, and some of the scares did work. Some of them don't. There's a whole scene where like a monster pukes at someone, and Angel in the Morning for no reason starts playing very quickly. Just call me Angel in the morning. It cuts off. I was like, why the fuck did you put that in there for?
Because that was an homage to Cheddar Goblin.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It wasn't. They didn't play Angel in the Morning when that scene was on.
But you had a monster puking on people.
Nobody's going to correlate the two. See?
Look.
They're not going to.
Push Cheddar Goblin.
All
everybody.
Right.
Hashtag Cheddar Goblin.
Okay. So that's all I got to say about It Chapter 2.
Yes.
Before that, they should have started with this, but for the last few weeks, I found myself at DK's house.
More documentaries?
No.
Okay.
I was going to talk about it when I finished it, which I did. But he put me onto the Chernobyl miniseries. That was on HBO, and I finally finished that on Friday, last Friday. So basically, if you don't know, most of you fucking Thundercats out there, I don't know if they teach it in school.
They don't know about Chernobyl.
Yeah. But in 1986 in Russia, in Chernobyl, a nuclear power plant exploded.
Yes.
And there's nuclear fallout. Thousands of people died.
Yes.
And the Russian government tried as hard as they could to cover it up.
Yes.
And it was up to one scientist, I forget his goddamn name, to break this. To be a whistleblower.
Yes.
And that's basically what this documentary is about. Or a documentary, but a miniseries.
Yeah,
miniseries. It's very short. It's only 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I finished it on Friday. It's a good miniseries. Right. Very good miniseries. Just seeing how first of all, in graphic detail, how people died.
Oh, yeah, from radiation poisoning and all that weird shit.
And just how the Russian government
fumbled
everything up. And the scientist, again, I forget his name, it cost him his life because when he came out and said, no, this could have been prevented, they came back and said, you can't say this. You will be hunted down.
Yeah.
And he killed himself. There is one character played by Emily Watson who doesn't exist, who never existed.
Yes.
And DK spoiled it for me while I was watching. It's like, she's not real. Yeah. She's just the conscious of this story, of the people. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Go out of your way. If you have HBO, check it out. You can probably finish it in a day.
Just like the antagonist it wasn't one person. He is a manifestation of like 4 different people that's been pulled into one really fucking jackass evil character.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they take some liberties, but the liberties they take don't detract from the story.
And the other thing is that, man, there's a lot of vodka drinking and cigarette smoking in there. Man, these Russians, man, they love
comrade.
They love their vodka, love their cigarettes.
Yes.
I was waiting for a scene where like a fucking baby was like smoking a goddamn Marlboro and shit. Like, man, these motherfuckers are young, don't they?
It's just like if you watch any of ours, fucking Mad Men, whiskey and fucking cigars.
Yeah, a lot of ass grabbing. I like to assume.
Yes.
The only complaint I had about the show is that I wish it was. I think they could have spread it out. They could have stretched it out a little bit more
to give you a little bit more.
Because there are some characters. I shouldn't say characters. There are some people that show up that they're only there for like that episode. Like there's a whole part where like with these soldiers that are going around just like killing animals and shit.
Oh yeah.
And you don't really get to know them. You never get to know, or like some of the workers. You know that they got hired to try to dig out shit in fucking Chernobyl, this fucking power plant.
Yeah.
And they were just completely mistreated.
Oblivious to the radiation poisoning that they were sucking in.
It was they were like in the tunnels, and it was so hot that finally everybody was like, "Fuck it, we're doing this naked, we're doing this nude." And shit. They show that in the fucking in this fucking show. But outside of that, it was a It's a decent show. Go out of your way to see it. Very briefly, we'll get some wrestling news because I saw Clash of Champions. That was their latest pay-per-view, WWE's pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. That was it was a 2-night thing for me because when I got home early on Sunday so I could watch like the last third of it.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I watched the rest of it, like the first part of it. It was all right. It's always a weird time for WWE these days, right around this time, after SummerSlam. Then you get to the fall, and it's like there's really nothing going on.
They don't know what to do with everything.
Yeah, and that's when ratings, not that they haven't plummeted in recent months, because they have, but it's way worse in the fall. And they always blame football for this. Oh, well, because this football, everybody wants football and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, seriously? Nobody cares about a fucking Cleveland game on a Monday night outside of Cleveland.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? When you go back 20 years ago, Raw was beating everything, including Monday Night Football.
I do remember this happening vaguely.
What?
No, Monday Night Football being beaten up by Raw.
I don't even think that's the case today.
No.
It's not the case today.
No.
Yeah, the only time I care about a Monday night game is if Green Bay's playing. Other than that, I'm not breaking my neck to go home to watch the Baltimore game. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's how they spin it these days. Like, oh, well, the Raiders are bad because of football, and you got the baseball playoffs and all this shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. I don't care unless the Yankees are in the goddamn playoffs. If they ain't in the playoffs, I'm not watching this shit. I don't care. You know what I mean? I only bring up this to say just a couple things. One is that, Bailey, a.k.a. Bagels, is a heel these days. She's a bad guy.
How is that fucking working out? Does she just not hug people?
That's the thing.
Does she flip people
That's
the bird?
The thing. No, that's the thing. She's a heel, but she still comes out as Bailey. She still comes out with the goddamn waving inflatable arm people and shit.
Yeah.
And she still slapping high fives, but you're a heel, which doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't work for me either, because you can't come out happy go fucky and...
Yeah, I wouldn't even do it just because it's ironic that she's still coming out doing all this shit. I think she needs a complete overhaul. Everything about Bailey needs to change. She can't come out with that peppy ass song. She can't come out with that goddamn side ponytail. She can't come out with those fucking inflatable tube dudes.
Yeah.
All that needs to change.
It does.
You know, especially with somebody like her. Because if you look at somebody like Sasha Banks, who's also a heel these days, mm-hmm. There's not much you got to change about her.
Just make her an evil boss.
Not even.
What?
You don't have to change anything about her. She's just Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? With Becky, when they tried to make her heel, they didn't really change too much about her. She just came out with like leather and shit, you know. Yeah. That was that. You know what I mean? But with Bailey, because her character is so specific, yeah, I feel like no, you got to change her. You know.
You know what you gotta do? You have to have her come out and like spit in the face of babies and rip people's signs.
Yeah. Your boy Bray Wyatt is going to be in the main event next month at Hell in a Cell.
What's up with Rockin' Ronda Rousey?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. Nobody. She hasn't been seen since Mania. That was months ago. Now part of it was because she broke her hand in that match.
Did she?
Yeah. And the other thing is like, she want to start a family. I don't know the specifics of her contract, where it was just like, okay, I'm gonna debut at Mania, and then the next Mania I'm gonna be done. But from what I've heard, that she signed a multi-year contract. So I just assume we'll see her at some point, like maybe Survivor Series, you know, or something like that. I don't know. But other than that, I have not heard. Nobody's heard anything from her.
That's weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
Because they really wanted her to be the female face.
Yeah, and then it's just like, nope, I'm going back home. It's almost like what she did with UFC when Holly Holm beat her fucking brains in, and then she left, and then nobody heard from her. You know, it's the same thing here. It's like, but you knew going in he's gonna lose. It's wrestling. This ain't UFC. It's wrestling. You knew he's gonna lose. What is going on with you? So that's that. And I really don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I didn't have a whole lot of other time for the bullshit. I've been sleeping. That's my new favorite pastime.
Sleeping is fun.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When you're a kid, you don't ever want to sleep. When you get to my age,
it's like, a luxury.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if I get to sleep all day, that's great.
Especially when it's a nice, cool day. You leave the window cracked and you got that blanket going. And you just
Oh my god, it's laying
sleep
back.
Is one.
Like I spend most of my time in goddamn bed. Now some would say that's part of depression and all that. I'm like, that's probably true. But guess what?
No, everybody enjoys sleep. Fuck
I just like fucking sleeping. I just do. Like before you got here, this whole day, because I had a day off. So I just been sleeping all goddamn day.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not care. Like I am I'm comfortable with this, with sleeping. Fuck all this shit. So without anything other to say, let's fucking get out of here and do some fucking box office numbers. Let me fucking pull this up. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. So, these are the top 10 highest grossing movies of this past weekend, according to JoeBall.com. Number 1 was a movie that I just talked about, It Chapter 2. It made $47 million. It's already up to $153.8 million.
Good job.
Good for them. I don't think it beat the first one, but it probably will. Number 2 is Hustlers.
That's the spy movie?
No, the J-Lo movie.
The J-Lo, yeah.
Now, did you get my fucking message last week? Because I did want to talk about this for a minute.
No.
You get my message?
No.
Well, okay. You remember when you was telling me about that John,
the shooting video from John Wick?
Yeah,
yes, I did give the yes.
I can match that.
Oh.
Because there's a clip on YouTube with J-Lo learning how to pole dance. Because she never did it before. And she got really, really good, really, really fucking fast. I guess she did it for like 2.5 months. Had to learn how to fucking pole dance, and she's really fucking good at pole dancing. I shouldn't be surprised because she was a dancer. Yeah, she has a dance background, but still, it's not like anybody. You can't just
pull it up. Pole. Go ahead, continue.
Anyways, I'd like to think. I will have a review of this at some point because I do want to see this. It made $33.2 million. It is her best opening ever in her career.
How old is she?
50.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Number 3 was Agent Has Fallen. It made $4.4 million, $16.3 million.
I'm surprised that franchise is even still a fucking thing.
Well, it's number 3 movie in the country this past weekend. Yeah. Number 4 was Good Boys. It made $4.7 million, $73.3 million altogether. Number 5 was The Lion King. Made another $3.5 million. Just here domestically, $533.9 million. Wow. And this movie's been out forever, it seems. Number 6 was Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes.
You still ain't seen, man.
Nope.
That's the kind of thing, we talked about this off mic. Let's talk about this off mic.
Yes.
It's cool that we have these mics and we do the show every week. That's a gift. The curse is that Tuesdays was usually movie day for us.
Yep.
And you missed everything, almost everything that came out this summer.
Sure did.
You didn't see this. You didn't see Lion King. You didn't see Good Boys or Crawl or anything else. And I feel bad about that. I've been sitting here watching these movies by myself like, dang, man, I wanted to know your opinion about a lot of this stuff. Like Ma or Loose. Because I'm sure you would have had
I definitely want to see Loose.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see that. But anyways,
I can do these pole dancing moves.
Okay. Your big ass. You better hope that fucking pole is real.
Submit mounted.
Yeah.
Baby. I'm gonna do this shit on a moving fucking bus.
Yeah, man, you got pole dance at a fucking street lamp and shit. Fuck out of here, dude.
Grease the pole, baby.
Don't grease the pole. That's the trick. You gotta always wipe it down with fucking
Grease
alcohol.
it.
Or she'll slip off of it. At least that's what J-Lo says.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyways,
Slip off.
but Hobbs and Shaw made $2.7 million, $168.3 million altogether. Number 7 was Overcomer. I have no idea what the fuck that is. But it made $2.7 million, $28.9 million altogether.
That's how you get kids.
In your case, anyways.
You said it, not me.
Number 8 was a Goldfinch. It made $2.6 million. Mm-hmm. They debuted at $2.6 million. Number 9 was the Peanut Butter Falcon. I'm not making it up.
That sounds like a sex technique.
It's who the fuck's in this goddamn movie?
Peanut Butter Falcon.
It's about a handicapped dude.
Definitely sounds like a sex technique now.
I think it was the guy that was the kid who was in Brick. You ever seen Brick?
I did, with the people like the teens that speak in old-timey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it made $1.9 million, $15 million altogether. And closing out the list was Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I'm surprised this movie is still in the fucking top 10. But it made $1.8 million, $56.7 million all together.
How that little girl not make this team but the other else, eh?
Yeah, okay. Next weekend, actually, a couple of big movies coming out. First one is, I guess, quote unquote, the last Rambo movie. Rambo Last Blood. I do want to see that. Because the last Blood? Rambo movie.
No, it's not going to be the last one because they're just going to fucking 3D print his ass and make another one.
Oh, you mean de-age him?
Yeah, that's all they're going to do.
Oh, maybe. That comes out. Ad Astra. The Brad Pitt movie in space. Now, listen, I do want to see that. But the first trailer, it made that movie look so goddamn boring. Until I saw the clip where they're gunfighting on the fucking moon, I was like, alright, I'm in. I'm in. You're going to have a gunfight on the moon? Yeah. If it's all of that, that's dope.
Watch that be the end.
Oh, you gotta watch. You gotta go through some bullshit. And it's like a 3-hour movie. It's like, oh my god.
You gotta go through. You gotta go to Inglorious, and that scene is like a memory sequence.
It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where it's just like, oh my god, the last 20 minutes. Like,
you know what? You know it'd be even worse if it's like that's the end of the credits. Where you see that, you're like, yo, where's the scene from the trailer? And you sit down.
It gets cut off at the end. It's like, oh.
No. They do it like the Gray. But yeah, wait till the end.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, wait till.
So fucking mad. Fuck that.
Where you see guns cocked, and they're running at each other on the moon, and it just goes to black, and you're just like, motherfucker.
Yes. And the other movies coming out this weekend is Downton Abbey, the movie, based on British show, which I don't give two shits about because I never watched that show.
No, neither did I. Yeah. It was big, but that was big like people who watched Keeping with Appearances on fucking WXXI.
I watched that.
I know you did.
Yeah, that's how I knew who Judi Dench was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when she became Emma on fucking James Bond, I was like, man, that's that girl that's that old lady from fucking Keeping Up with Appearances. I watched that and
what's wrong with the cops?
I didn't watch One of the Cops.
Oh man, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh my god, why am I drawing a fucking blank? Grace Brothers. Are You Being Served?
Oh, that's the one with the cops. Are You Being Served? Yes. Are You Being Served? They worked they were Bobbies.
No, Are You Being Served is the Grace Brothers, the department store.
Was that the department store?
Yes, Grace Brothers with Mr. Slocum.
Oh yeah.
And Colonel Peacock.
You're right.
Yes. Fuck out of here. I've seen every episode of that at least twice, including Are You Being Served again when they bought a farmhouse, like a bed and breakfast, and that's what they were doing. I did not see the remake that BBC did a couple years ago, but Are You Being Served? Yeah. And the only reason I even know that show because my best friend in junior high, his parents loved that show. They love it so much that they taped that shit.
The only reason I know
a great series.
I know both of those shows is because I dated a yardie, and that's all she watched. And so I would sit down, and this is how big of a fucking just love sprung fool I was. I would be on the phone watching the show, talking to each other, and then we would, oh, you done? Yeah, it's over. Good night. Good night. And we were just watching TV together over the fucking phone. What a boob.
You're a fucking pussy for that.
Look, what man, I look.
What a pussy for that.
I can't even remember how old I was. I just remember it was.
Did you at least get some?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that happened.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a thing that happened. But I'm not gonna put people on blast.
Bitched up.
Man, you got me swing in, buddy. But it was definitely
They were big fans of that. They're big fans. He was a big fan of Red Dwarf.
Yeah,
which was it was an alright show, and there was another show that he was. He did like Blake Seven, but I didn't watch that back then. I didn't watch Blake Seven. It was way later. But I do remember seeing old VHS cassettes of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just never watched it until way later in life.
It was weird. It's like not BBC, WXXI, just, and for, people. Actually, I think it's WXXI even downstate as well.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because WXXI is up here, is local. It was WXXI is. It
was channel 13.
PBS.
It's PBS. So I think it was just straight up PBS in New York City. But I just remember every Saturday just watching all these British shows.
Yep.
And I was just like, they're funny, and it's weird because as a kid I thought they were fucking hilarious. But my sisters would come in and be like, what is this shit? This shit is not funny.
You know what's also great is every once in a while they would show nudity.
They would.
On
like a PBS. Benny Hill or something like that.
Yeah, or Python.
Yeah. And I was like, huh. They're not... Okay, I just saw a tit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the few shows my dad would not let me watch when I was...
What, Benny Hill?
Benny Hill, I couldn't watch it.
I was allowed to watch it.
I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch... There were certain movies I couldn't see. Like Porky's. Or Purple Rain. Purple Rain was kind of the weirder one because it's like... I saw the movie later on. It's like, why the fuck am I going to watch this? Nothing's going on in this. I think it's just because it was Prince. And it's like, man, ain't no telling what's going on.
You didn't want your girl to be a
do this goddamn movie.
But
the funny part was, they would, so it's like Friday and Saturday nights.
Yes.
When my parents went to sleep, they just let me stay up as late as I want.
And you watch whatever came on.
And so HBO, if we had cable, we had HBO and Cinemax. So you better goddamn
Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh no, that's way before that. It's just watched a lot of movies.
Real Sex.
Scarface.
Oh, Scarface.
I saw Zapped. Was it Scott Baio? Ever seen that?
No.
Zapped is this fucking movie with Scott Baio. For some reason, he's he gets powers somehow. Yeah. I forget. So he's telekinetic, so he can make things move in his mind and shit.
So he's like.
So what does he do? He lifts skirts up and pulls fucking shirts and bras off chicks. There's a lot of fucking titties in this fucking movie, right? I just remember my stepmom coming downstairs and watching this fucking movie, and it just so happens there's a scene where this fucking dude, he's like, "Is that a tit?" And she just walked away. She was like, "Don't let your dad see you watching this shit." Yeah, word. But yeah, what my mom it did not matter.
Yeah,
I can tell you some fucking stories.
But I
won't because we ain't got time.
No, we don't.
I don't need anybody else thinking it's weird. I'll tell you off mic. I'll tell you the story off mic. I'm sure somebody's going to hear this like, no, what the fuck's the story? I can't tell you this one.
Well, that sounds like if you want to know this story and more, you can message him at Lucky Merciless at gmail.com. And you can get in contact with me at SimplyAsk at Twitter.
Yes. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the show this week.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes. I'm Alan 1. He's been Brother C. We've been the Geeks from Apartment 2. We'll see you next time. And as always, Keep the open for you.
Deuces.
Laters.
Sky rockets in flight. Woo!